It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see tight end Dawson Knox. He was historic a week ago, surpassing Shannon Sharpe's 2002 mark of 214 yards by a tight end. It's the Shamrocks and the Jets on Monday night.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with a milestone career touchdown number 100, joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Shamrocks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
You're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Harrison, and he's got Pierce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Going right back to Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Blake Gillikin now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Harrison. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest at first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Ready, Ranger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Shamrocks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some room to roam now. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Harrison. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw again. That one finds Pierce right side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Harrison. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pickett.
Caught by Wilson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickett now from the gun here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Pickett sets up play action.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett, they'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down. Harrison
delivers another one to Pierce.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Harrison. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Harrison fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He finds Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. First down, and it's Pollard again. And some space here.
114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
He completes it to Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Pickett back to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now Pickett.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. He finds his man. Complete. It's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Harrison. And he's got Pierce. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Operating from the gun, Harrison. Looking for Knox up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Now a give here to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Taking it about the 36.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on 1st down. Harrison, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The big fella. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Harrison. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Harrison. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long for Pickett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Harrison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Harrison. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That's complete to Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw. Harrison, touchdown. Gabriel Davis with career touchdown number 60. And the Shamrocks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Pickett to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Pickett now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, Harrison. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And now they're in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Swinging this out for Pollard.
Runs over him. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one finds Pierce right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Harrison. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Operating from the gun, Harrison. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Shamrocks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking to throw. Harrison. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles is undefeated.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends.